Okay, here we go. Okay, we're going back. Okay, we're going back.
Okay.
But I guess it is supposed to be something. It's reconnecting.
Yeah, it's just, oh, it's back.
Oh, okay.
More glitches!
Is it still glitching? Is it still glitching?
It looks fine now.
Okay. Is that really true? What is it, Nick? The fact that Ron was stealing company data, I wonder if he would have had a problem if that ever became public knowledge. Yeah, probably, yeah. Mr. Delight, I believe you would have been in considerable trouble if your identity as a company data thief was made public. Mr. Wright, what are you trying to do by bullying your own client?
They're like colonies of bacteria. The more heat you apply, the faster they grow. Actually,
I mean, yeah, that's true, but I don't know how I don't know how that's relevant to this conversation.
yeah, we're not in The Last of Us.
That's exactly right.
Well then, feel free to keep up the heat, my little lawyer amigo.
Little lawyer amigo.
Yes. Now come on, provide some evidence to back up your assertion. Why would Mr. Delight, Desi?
Yeah. Yep. I would think so. Take that! Mr. Delight, what do you... What?
No!
What?
It's not my line. I'm sorry.
I can't hear you. I can't hear what you're saying. You're breaking up.
It's not my line.
Oh. Mr. Delight, what you said just now doesn't match what you told me yesterday. Huh? What doesn't? I think you must have been very scared of having a certain person find out your secret. Gulp. A certain person? Miss Desiree Delight, the defendant's wife. What? But listen to me. My Desi, she's...
Look. Excuse me. Looks like if I just sit back and relax, the fun will end before it truly begins.
Oh! Yes, no.
Yes, we know. It's not your wife's. What?
What do you mean?
Mr. Delight stole company data to pay for his wife's spending habit. That's for which he was fired. Unable to face his own wife, someone used his dirty little secret to blackmail him. And that is how this murder came about.
Oh, No, everything is falling neatly into place for him! Don't talk about my Desi like that! Or you'll be sorry! Well, it seems that we've learned a great deal of things here so far. What do you think, Nick? I didn't think it was possible to get so thoroughly whipped in just 20 minutes. What, you don't remember anything from from Franziska? So Captain Winter says, told you, throw Delight down the stairs. Okay. Clearly there was sufficient motive for murder. He stole data for his wife, and he killed it to protect his secret. A family man who cared just a little too much.
The motive is clear. Let's move on. What happened at the crime scene at 1 in the morning, Mr. Delight? Come on, tell us. We're all ears.
CEO's office. When I entered the office, there was a suspicious shadow there that looked very much like Luke at me. Suddenly I was hit on the forehead. After that, I remember being a bit dazed. If I hadn't been wearing that, I would have been killed. When I came to, Mr. Bullard was lying there dead. I see. Suddenly hit on the forehead, huh? I believe the detective from yesterday provided similar testimony. He said that Master Damask struck him on the head from behind.
Of course, since Atme... Oh, wait.
Of course, since Atme turned out to be the culprit himself, that was a lie.
Ha! No one's going to believe a pathetic lie like that.
What are you saying? I really was attacked. I came out to have a good time, and I'm feeling so attacked right now. What? We'll find out if if what you say is true or not during the cross-examination.
Got that, Mr. Trite? Don't go easy just because he's your client.
Oh, hi. Good, nice to see you here now. You missed the tech issues.
Oh, wow, who, Cloak?
Croak. Yeah, Croak. He's here.
People with broken spines can't lie, the fuck?
Yeah, Captain Lunar is also here.
Hello, Captain Lunar! Anyway, if I see any sign that you are, I'll treat you to another cup of my special blend. No, thank you, please.
That sounded like an innuendo. Need to worry about what?
No, stop. I don't want to think about it.
Okay. You don't need to worry about that, Mr. Godot. I have faith in Ron. I know he didn't do it.
But why is... Oh, right. Now I know why he wants to go to jail.
When I entered the office... Okay, yeah.
Okay, there was something that caught my attention.
What was that?
Wearing that.
Yeah, I was wondering about that. He didn't he didn't say what that was that he was wearing. That? Could you please clarify what you're referring to? Why my mask costume, of course.
You finally stopped saying the star.
I've
gotten through.
And Croak says that sounded like an innuendo. Special blend or Captain Lunar's broken spines talk? I was talking about the special blend. Broken spines. I don't think that's an innuendo. But wait just a moment. Master Damask? Huh? Oh, did I forget to mention it before? Just to be on the safe side, I dressed as Master Damask. And then I decided upon the office of the CEO of KB Security. What? Nick, did you know about this? He never told me this. Don't recall him ever... I don't recall him ever mentioning it to me earlier. Or whatever he was trying to say. Even I didn't know. Oh, that's you.
Even I didn't know that. Godot, is your mask okay?
Don't worry. It just does this sometimes. It's made by Apple.
Oh, of course. Anyway, it seems our little friend really loves to keep secrets.
I'm sorry. I just never had a chance to mention it up until now. Wait. That's not right. You know how some things just slip your mind?
My 6th cup of coffee is staring up at me coldly. What the fuck, my guy?
At any rate, we can't ignore this new piece of information. Witness, please correct your testimony. Okay, but why? But why, though? Why were you dressed up as Masked Star Damask? Why? Because I'm Masked Star Damask, of course. But what are you talking about? Masked Star Damask's trial is being held next door. Yes, I guess so. Anyway, at that time, I thought I was being blackmailed over the Masked Star Damask issue. So I thought I should go with him just to be safe. Oh boy. Let me tell you, it's a real pain to move around with that cape. That's why it took a lot longer than I expected. Took longer? What is he talking about? What do you mean by took a lot longer? Oh, opening the safe, of course.
What?
My cape got caught in the safe door, you see? This all happened when I was hiding Mr. Board's body. What was that? Back up a second! Ron is really bad at this.
He fucking is.
Yes? You were the one that hid the body in the safe? Well, yeah. Inconceivable! Just why? Just why? What reason? Thinking, you fucking moron!
Question. When does someone toss their dirty shoes and never?
Sky, read that one again.
Yeah. Question. When does someone toss their dirty shoes in the washing machine?
Try
Never.
again.
Question. When does someone toss their dirty shoes in the washing machine?
Okay,
Never.
Okay, look at the word shoes very carefully.
Dirty shorts.
I hope that you toss your dirty shorts in the washing machine sometimes. Okay, just checking. What?
The answer's simple. You are when they take them off.
As usual, I have no idea what you're saying. Well, why did I just do Edgeworth's voice there? What? What? Do you mean that Mr. Delight hid the body because he's the murderer? Oh, there's our first mistake, Judge. We're doing this one case 2-3 style, no thinking aloud. Wait, which one was 2-3 again?
Stop Wolverine and the Circus.
Oh, yeah. Okay, I see.
So you're
sorry.
not as stupid as you look. I can't.
His metaphor this time was really obscure. Mr. Wright, you don't mean that you knew about this whole safe business, do you? Well, yeah. Why am I the only one not in the loop here?
Because you're a fucking idiot.
Witness, make sure to the testimony. Okay, well, this one isn't on him this time. Yes, sir. Uh-oh, looks like Stormfront is moving in front of the Fairweather Judge. Moving in over the Fairweather Judge. Okay.
Okay, no, that's a lie.
Press.
Buzzer!
What? The buzzer?
Remember the
Buzzer? There's a buzzer? Oh,
Yeah,
right,
that.
there is a buzzer. Objection! Your Honor, can you please take a look at this record? And what might this be? The record for the emergency buzzer that connects the CEO's office to security. If the button for the office is pressed, a security team is supposed to come running. And according to this record, the buzzer was pushed once at 1:02 a.m. What? If Mr. Ron Delight was truly the murderer, he would have ran as soon as that buzzer sounded. After all, a security guard would have been heading his way.
Oh wow, just hearing the objection of Godot is interesting. Huh, let's remember who we're dealing with here.
Interesting in what way?
Kind of deep.
Yeah, he does have a very deep voice.
He probably had no idea they were security personnel in the building.
Up until one year ago, my client was working as a chief of security. There's no way he wouldn't have known about them.
But as it turns out, the guard never came yet because he's a fucking incompetent little shit.
That was nothing more than a coincidence. The fact that the guard was a pathetic loser.
Yeah, thank you.
Who had just gotten punched in the face by his ex's new boyfriend. And wasn't anywhere in the vicinity. It was not something Mr. DeLay could have known. This is just the roasting Larry Butts hour.
Hey, you're kind of muffled.
Okay.
There you are, that's better.
Well, this is the roasting Larry Butts hour, and I'm here for it.
Again, remember who we're dealing with here. I'm sure, it's a sure bet that Delight wouldn't even notice the buzzer going off.
This buzzer is extremely loud. There is no way he could have ignored something like that. If he had been conscious, that is. Conscious? What do you mean by that? Okay, how many cups of coffee are we on now? Is this number 2 or 3?
I think it's 4.
Oh.
Fine, let's hear your theory.
Recall the defendant's testimony. The moment he entered the victim's office, someone attacked him. Mr. Delight said he felt dazed. I'm willing to wager that he was knocked unconscious for at least a few minutes. Unconscious? So he fainted? That's why Mr. Delight didn't know the buzzer had sounded. And that's why he thought he had time to hide the body.
So what are you trying to say?
Mr. Delight was knocked out and the buzzer went off soon afterwards. Now, unless my client was able to hit the buzzer while he was unconscious, it can only mean that there was another person in that room. That's right, whoever it was, they knocked out Ron Delight and then pressed the buzzer. I'm realizing that the perfect Phoenix Wright voice is just doing my MatPat impression.
Oh my god. Hey, speaking of MatPat, so you know how he loves the FNAF series?
Shut up.
No. This is related. I just scrolled down, and there's a video by Yeeby's Good Idea, Bad Idea. Five Nights at Freddy's lore in only 8 hours, 47 minutes, and 38 seconds.
What?
There's an 8-hour video.
How is that related to...
I don't know. I just wanted to mention it.
Yeah, I'm just glad you weren't spoiling anything. Okay. Order in the court, Mr. Wright. This is preposterous. It was this kid. Ron Delight is the one who killed Kane Butler. Objection! Then who pressed the buzzer?
It was the victim, of course.
Push Ron Delight down the stairs into boiling hot coffee. Let the pain pure away with it. Captain Luna, are you okay?
Captain Luna, you're taking a lot of my energy, and I don't like it.
Are you all right? I'm getting worried about you, to be honest, at this point.
He pressed the buzzer when the defendant attacked him. He didn't die right away. He must have held on long enough to push that button. Oh my god, Godot, no.
Ah! So Kane Butler sounded the buzzer himself. What is your opinion on this, Mr. Wright? Hang on, do we get an autopsy report? Cerebral hemorrhaging from blunt trauma to the head. Okay, it doesn't say if it was instantaneous or not. What is your opinion on this, Mr. Wright? I need to prove that the real... I need to prove that the real criminal was there at the scene, but how? I proved that it wasn't Kane Bullard who sounded the alarm. Well...
Can we prove it? Oh wait, there was no fingerprint!
What? Oh, yeah.
We can prove it!
Doesn't the masked star Damask costume have gloves?
Doesn't also look at me.
I guess so. Why? Just because I'd make an excellent lawyer? Because I ensure my clients would be maimed for life? I don't think you understand what the job of a lawyer is. The defense's opinion is this, Your Honor. This piece of evidence proves that it wasn't the victim who sounded the buzzard. The buzzer!
Yeah.
This is the piece of incontrovertible evidence you were looking for. The emergency buzzer? There's some kind of clue on it. Either way, Kane Bullard probably wasn't wearing any, so either way... Yeah, what exactly did this prove? What? Is there any kind of clue on it? Absolutely not!
Hey, come on now. At least give some thought as to what you say before opening your mouth.
The fact that there are absolutely no clues is itself the clue. Now I'm the one who's clueless. This button has no fingerprints on it. If Mr. Bullard had really pressed it himself, naturally he would have left his fingerprints behind.
Run, Delight. Obviously wipe them off.
Why would he? A guard could have come in at any minute. Ron was knocked out. Kane Bullard wasn't wearing gloves, so who sounded the buzzer? Oh, right, yeah. But the Godot doesn't believe that he was knocked out. So,
He touched that button. I know he did.
Objection! The defendant, Mr. Delight, was dressed as Masked Star Damask. And Masked Star Damask always wears gloves. What reason could he possibly have had to wipe the button free of fingerprints? Order!
It would seem, and that's number 6. I've been forced to eat crow.
I wonder what blend number crow flavored coffee is. Real criminal was at the scene of the crime. Why would that person press the emergency buzzer? Shouldn't they have run away without putting themselves in extra danger?
Oh God.
What's with this awkward silence all of a sudden?
It looks like you're fresh out of parlor tricks.
They're on to you, Nick! Just give me a minute to collect my thoughts! The real culprit killed Mr. Bullard at around 1 a.m. And Mr. Delight just happened to waltz in when the murder was taking place, right? The killer clobbered Mr. Delight and then sounded the buzzer. Even though security was supposed to respond right away if the buzzer was pressed. Security was supposed to respond?
It was a frame job.
Time's up, Mr. Wright. Let's hear what you have to say. Very well, then.
Oh ho, you've got some guts. I like that in an opponent.
Why did the real killer sound the emergency buzzer?
He called a security guard!
To find out what it did. Yeah.
I mean, that's what Maya did.
RoboCop would have solved this a lot faster. We all know it. I never saw RoboCop.
Me either.
The killer knew that if they pressed the button, a guard would come running. And that was exactly what they wanted. Do you mean to say the killer called the guard on purpose? Yes, although as it turns out he never showed up. Because he was getting his clock cleaned at the time.
What a touching story. You're saying the killer had a change of heart and called it? God damn it! All these Persona references. Anyway.
What do you mean the Persona references?
I'm sorry. I'm very into Persona.
What is the Persona reference here?
Change of heart.
Oh, right. Yeah, I guess so. Maybe. Huh. Yeah. Also, why isn't Phoenix Wright Apollo Justice? Because we haven't gotten to that part yet. That collection hasn't come out yet. Apollo Justice is superior to Phoenix. Maybe he is. I don't know though. We haven't played those yet. No, I'm not. Also, I think he's supposed to be like 9 at the time that this takes place. When the buzzer sounded, there were 3 people in that office.
I'm sorry, Crow.
The victim, Kane Bullard, who is already dead. There are dead people in Persona. That's a reference.
Yeah.
The defendant, Ron Delight, was out cold. And the third person, the real killer. Hypothetically, yes. Now then, in this situation, if the real killer made an escape, what would happen? Am I no? You're not annoying, Captain Lunar. It's fine. The only ones left in the room would be the victim and Rhonda Light. And if any security guards came running in at the time, they would think that I was the murderer! Yes, that's precisely the real killer's objective! To frame Rhonda Light for the murder! Okay, what are you up to now? Ah, I see. You had to get prepared for the spit take. Order, order, order!
It would seem. How many cups of coffee are you on now? I've admitted to eating my words once again.
Actually, you've been made to do a spit take with a cup of coffee. Mr. Wright, who was it? Who was it that tried to frame me? Wait a second, I'm the one that only masked to mask, so... Nick! You mean the real killer is... We're going to drag that person in here right now! But who is it? It's... I don't have any solid proof yet, but think about it. The killer knew Mr. Delight's identity, and they also knew that he had been called to KV security that night. So the killer used him to execute a well-crafted plan to murder Kane Bullard. Now then, let's hear your accusation, Mr. Wright.
The one person whose name reminds me of the character Scott Free.
Who's Scott Free?
It's a DC character who escaped prison.
In that case, dip Godot into pickle juice and throw him the rabid weasels. That's our backup plan. If this doesn't work, then this is our backup plan. Also, Croak says, "All right, get ready to see something amazing." Oh boy, are we going to actually dip Godot in pickle juice? Who was it that framed Mr. Ron Delight for the murder of Kane Bullard? I mean, it's obvious. Like we all know, right? It's just so obvious.
Yes. His name literally is...
Detective Luke Atme. He's the only one who could have done it.
Ace Detective.
Luke Atme. You mean Master Damask did it? No, the person being tried in the court next to us is not Master Damask at all. He is, in actuality, the true murderer of Kane Bullard. Take the court hostage with a chainsaw until Delight is cleared of all charges. That might work, actually. Order, order! Mr. Delight, Mr. Wright, explain yourself! Theft and murder, which is the more serious crime? They're not even close. Murder is the more serious crime, of course. It's capital crime, subject to a capital punishment. All those murderers you saw in the past games, they're all dead now. I hope you realize that. Just think about that. Please remember the trial from yesterday, if you would. When Luke Atme confessed, there was a huge commotion in the courtroom.
Of course, the famous detective was unmasked as well. Master Mask.
Instead of being convicted of murder, he was found guilty of grand larceny. That was his true objective all along. No, we saw that tried in another game, never worked. Wait, that actually did? Someone did try that?
Which game?
To be found guilty. Master Damask had the perfect alibi when the murder took place. He was stealing the urn at Lordly Taylor. In other words, being found guilty as Master Damask was Luke Atme's airtight, watertight, and unassailable alibi. Also, that isn't Luke Atme, it's the Penguin. I think they're the same person.
It's also a Cobblepot!
A guilty verdict as an alibi? You know, it's almost time. Wait, spoilers! Spoilers! Okay.
No!
Also, I read your line, sorry.
What was it?
You know, it's almost time.
You know, it's almost time.
For what?
For Luke Atme's verdict. It's a pretty simple trial, after all. If we're going to stop this trial and solve that one, we need to do it now. Of course. That's assuming you have proof that the detective was the one who committed the murder.
Luke Atme's trial has indeed attracted the attention of the entire country. They were to intrude and failed to provide adequate proof of his true crime. Mr. Delight would be left with no grounds for appeal. Sure about this?
Huh. But that's only good when your life's the ante. What?
But Mr. Wright, I believe in you! Mr. Delight. So please, begging you! Okay.
Isn't Desiree at the trial today?
Maybe. Thanks, but my decision will determine the rest of your life. Can I really risk your life like this? Use the chainsaw in Atme's legs so he can't escape? I don't think anyone in this game has legs to begin with. Phoenix. What, huh? What?
Mamiya?
What was that? Don't stray, Phoenix. If you're a client, take the path of trust.
Mia?
That voice. It sounds like... Mia! Your Honor! The defense requests an immediate recess!
Huh. So that's your answer, huh?
I want to play on the swing set! Very well, I've decided as well. This court will now take a 20-minute recess. Mr. Wright, when we return, please summon Mr. Luke Atme to the stand. Yes, Your Honor. Okay. Oh, hi, Payne. Oh wait, are you taking this guy?
No, I just wanted to do that.
Okay. Well, Sir Detective Atme. I have to say, Mr. Payne, you performed splendidly. Oh no, Sir Detective Atme, you were the one who... Oh! Different person.
Holy shit, that's a different judge!
Do you want to voice him?
Sure, that's enough! This court sees no reason to further prolong this trial. This court finds the defendant Luke Atme.
Wait! Don't hand down your verdict yet, please! And it's it is a different judge. That's crazy.
So, this entire time we've just been stuck with the same judge forever because of some fucking reason?
Yeah, I guess so. Maybe he just really likes us. And Croak says, FYI, this guy is Canadian. Didn't know. Well, Sir Lawyer, welcome to my courtroom.
Who is this Jose, huh? Uh-oh.
My name is Phoenix Wright, attorney at law. And I'm to file an accusation against this man, Luke Atme. That's impossible, though. All judges are growing a clone vat in a lab and are identical. This guy must have just been one of the rejects. Accusation? You accuse Master Damask? That man is not Master Damask. He's just a ruthless murderer.
What? I don't like his face. I don't.
It's weird. It's weird. To be continued. Want to continue it now?
Yeah.
All right,
Yeah,
let's go. Yeah, the new judge. The new judge is weird. October 4th, 1214, District Court, Defendant Lobby number 4. My sis? I could've oh, wait.
I could have sworn I heard Mia's voice.
So then, she's still alive. Inside your heart. Nikki! Oh, wait. This is you also.
Oh, she was there. Shit. Hi, Mr. Light. Is it true that Detective is the real killer? To be honest, we don't have any definitive proof. But he's the only one who could have done it. But wasn't he at the Lordly Taylor that night?
Not to mention, we don't know his exact motive. I mean, why would Detective Abby want to kill Kane Bullard? Oops, it's almost time! Better get back- Oh, shit, sorry.
That's good.
Can you say that again? I didn't hear.
Yeah. Oops, it's almost time! Better get back to the courtroom!
I need to find shit, I can't! My brain is not braining!
My brain ain't braining either.
Okay.
I need to find some solid proof. And it's gonna happen sooner rather than later. And it's gotta happen sooner rather than later.
It's 12:21! It's almost time for lunch. Now then, this court is back in session. Mr. Luke Atme, please take the stand. Well, how do you do, Sir Lawyer? Never thought I never would have thought to see you acting so recklessly. Sorry. And couldn't let them hand down your verdict just yet. Not when it would have given you your perfect alibi. An alibi by the name of Master Damask. Sorry, I'm afraid even the great Luke Atme has no idea what you mean. Of course, I have been since 10 o'clock this morning. I'm afraid there's no way I could have known what's been going on in here. You've been in the defendant's seat all day long, correct? Being tried as Master Damask. Indeed, it's truly child's play to fool the ignorant masses. Not only did the poor fool ask me to protect their valuables, They even gave me a generous reward upon returning their own to them. Take this red diamond that sparkles upon my finger, for example. Red diamond? Is that a thing?
That would probably be a ruby.
So you continue to insist that you are in fact Master Damask? Of course! Very well then, look at me. Let us begin with a simple question. On October 12th at 1 a.m., Kane Bullard was murdered. Where were you at that time? One without knowledge lacks even the knowledge that he should be ashamed of himself. But don't worry, I will not hold it against you, Sir Judge. Thanks.
Alright, Mr. Atme. The night of the murder. Speak. We're all ears. God damn it, dude. You've had enough coffee!
As you wish, Sir Prosecutor. I don't think I've had enough coffee. Stealing the urn is Master Damask, just as I announced I would. I had more than enough time to prepare. It was a pathetically easy job. The photograph contains no words, but in this case, one turned out to be my witness. The time at which the camera captured Master Damask was the same time as the murderer. As the murder. It seems the main point of discussion will be this photo of the crime scene. Everything up until now was all part of his plan. There has to be a secret to this picture as well. Even the great masked Star Damask cannot be in two places at once. Now, excuse me, I have a verdict to receive. Hold it! Unfortunately, Mr. Atme, we still have to do your cross-examination. It's too foolish to know that he is a fool! You foolish fool! I think he's trying to say that you're full of it, Nick. The only thing that's full of it is his alibi!
He might have met, Franziska at some point.
Yeah, probably. Wait, wait, hang on. First, how old is this guy? 34. So, it's possible that, that he is where Franziska got that turn of phrase from. If they had ever met before.
Maybe.
He can appear in two places at once if he is Satan! Yes! Luke Atme is Satan! That's what we're going with. Also, hi Sprockets versus Cogs. Okay, so what's their plan of attack with this guy?
Next. Press.
Okay. Hold it! I believe Adrian Andrews hired you at one point. That was over 20 days ago, if I'm not mistaken. You sent the calling card to Lordly Taylor 10 days before the heist. That would mean you sent out the card after you began your security watch, right? Indeed, there was no reason why I couldn't do both jobs at once. It was the perfect opportunity to steal my latest target. I see, you truly are evil, aren't you? Yes, evil is what I am. Hey Nick, is there something odd about this? Detective Atme was always proud of his ace detective skills, right? But if the urn was stolen from Lordly Taylor while he was the only one watching it, he'd have no way to maintain his perfect ace detective persona. You know, that's true. It is kind of odd. Okay.
Next.
Huh?
Next.
Okay.
Yes.
About the camera that took this photograph. Oh, come now! It's all too clear what you're thinking. Huh? You think I altered the timestamp on the photograph, don't you? I'm afraid
that's impossible. That camera was set up by Lordly Taylor, and on top of that, it was Lordly Taylor's stuff that print. It was Lordly Taylor's staff that printed the picture's data. Fortunately for the defense, there's no way that picture could have been altered.
I see. Looks like I better find something else that could be suspicious. So this alibi is false? It has to be, or he couldn't have killed Mr. Bullard at KB Security. But I'm not really spotting anything unusual. There are two possibilities. Either the mask started masking the photo as a fake, or the photo itself is. Stealing the honest mask started to mask, just as I announced I would. Enough time to repair its pathetically easy job. Huh.
Next.
Next?
Yeah. Okay, press.
So by photograph, you mean this piece of evidence here, is that correct? Indeed it is, that is it, the very thing that proves I committed the crime! The very thing that proves you committed the crime.
Surely even you understand by now.
Lordly Taylor provided that. There's no way I could have tampered with it. I feel like we've fallen once again into that's a costume, anyone could have worn that. That means I could not have killed Kane Bullard unless I had an accomplice. Oh. Hi, Octawave. Nice to see you there. Come on, think long and hard about this. That's called for what? Excuse me? What's that? I've never heard of that, sorry. Come on, think long and hard about that night. The basement warehouse and this picture that supposedly captures it. That puddle... The puddle of paint is there.
Wait, isn't that the box? Like the box shape of the puddle?
Yeah! It is!
Oh wait, no, wait, I forgot. That was like a couple days before the heist.
Oh, right, yeah. It's gotta be here. Isn't there something funny about this picture?
You bet there is.
Is this the nose thing? Are you implying that this picture is a fake? You bet I am. There's definitely something strange about this picture. Wait, let me help you out that chair, Grandma, what was it like to be on the holiday side? I don't know what's going on in the chat anymore.
I don't know either.
I think I'm just, my brain is in a weird place today. We took a place around the basement warehouse that night before the theft took place. There's something in this photo that doesn't match my memory of that night. Very well, then let's hear what you have to say. No, I don't think it's the nose
It has to
yet.
be the puddle, probably, because it was covered.
Yeah. The funny part is right here. Why, this is a blood stain. Ah, blood! Now this case is getting interesting! Exactly, that stain is actually pink paint. Oh, just paint. And peach colored at that. From blood to peaches, this judge still sure likes to go on his wild tangents. Peaches, 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 peaches,
Oh my
peaches.
God, reminded me. A friend picked me up, and the first song that came on was Peaches, Peaches, Peaches.
Oh my god, amazing. Whoever made that playlist has great taste.
Yeah, and get this, he's also a film major.
Oh, awesome. The problem with this photograph is not the paint. The problem is when you consider the layout of the basement warehouse, it turns out that something that should be there is nowhere to be seen.
He's sweating.
What is supposed to be in this picture instead of the paint stains? Take that! The supervisor of the treasure exhibit said the following. Well, there's a good reason for that. On the day of the crime around noon, that golden statue just happened to arrive from the mountain training hall. I realized that the statue would be the perfect size for covering up the paint stains. That's why I put it where you first saw it. I myself was there the night the theft took place, and saw that statue in that spot. If this picture was truly taken on that night, then the statue should have been there.
But when I went there the day after the theft, that statue of the old bag was sitting in the corner.
Perhaps it was pushed there accidentally? Your Honor, this statue is slightly larger than yourself and quite heavy. It would take more than an accidental push to move it that distance.
In that case, can you prove it? Can you give us the rhyme and reason as to why the statue was moved that night?
Can you do it, Nick? Never mind who moved it. The real question is why they moved it. Why am I hiccuping? Mr. Wright, I hope you're prepared with your answer. Now then, who was the one that moved the golden statue on the night of the crime?
Would it be at me? Because he knew what the picture looked like, and if the statue was there the entire time, it wouldn't make sense.
Sure. The one who moved the statue is none other than Luke at me! Come now, Sir Lawyer. There you go again on one of your strange delusions. Mr. Wright, what basis do you have for your strange delusions? It's very simple. The witness was the only one in the basement warehouse that night. That is indeed... However... Why would I want to move a heavy golden statue? The reason for moving the golden statue, here's where our battle really begins. Well, Mr. Wright, what reason did the witness have that statue? The reason can be found here in this photograph. At me, you pretended to be Master Damask to create an alibi by showing that you were at Lordly Taylor that night. Persona 5 games take place at night. This is a reference. I'm sorry.
No, it doesn't. It takes place throughout all. Like you can go during the day. And
yeah, but sometimes it's at night. I'm sorry. I'm
You're good. I am.
Anyway, but the photograph contains a single fatal flaw. If the statue had been there, your lie would be exposed like a cheap film at a drugstore. That is why you had to move the statue. That feels like a reference to 2003 technology that doesn't apply anymore. A single fatal flaw?
Interesting theory. Please enlighten us. The timestamp. Because he was already at the office.
Wait, where's the... Oh. Yeah. Naturally, the line in this photo is a timestamp. Yeah, do they ever pull a heist during the day?
Yeah.
And...
Multiple times after school.
And Persona 3 and Persona 4 do require night access to the other worlds. What do you mean? I'll tell you exactly what I mean. On the night in question, Luke Academy went to KB Security and murdered Kane Bullard. Therefore, it's obvious. But we just said that he couldn't have changed that, though. It would have been impossible for him to have been Lorelei Taylor this time. What? Wait, what? What does that have to do with the statue being moved? Remember, if you will, Your Honor. When was the statue placed beside the warehouse door? Well...
The statue was taken down to the warehouse on the day of the crime. And was placed there in order to cover up the paint.
Exactly. Luke Academy had already decided on the time when he was going to kill the victim, and so in order to create an alibi for that time, he took this picture days before the murder took place. I see. Of course, the statue hadn't yet been brought down to the basement warehouse yet. Wait, what? I just clicked on the stream thing anyway. Ah! So on the day of the crime, Mr. Atme must have been quite nervous. As nervous as a long-tailed cat in a rocking chair factory, so to speak. That deserves a screenshot. Why? Because something that wasn't supposed to be there had been brought down in place where it wasn't supposed to be. And that is why Luke Academy had to move the statue on the night of the murder. He did it to make the room match with the way it had been in his photo. Everyone, please rise for the honorable Judge Stone Cold Steve Austin! Yeah! I don't know what we're talking about, but good job, Steve Austin. Mr. Atme, is this true? One moment, Your Honor. Have you forgot this? What's that? The data for the basement warehouse computer. According to this, the camera did indeed go off on the night of the crime. It had been set up by the Lorelei Taylor staff. However, the program used to manage that data was yours. That alone would have allowed you to tamper with the data. Order! Mr. Godot, what is the meaning of this? He looks confident. Godot, I warned you about making me wait. Now put that coffee down.
My 11th cup. I promise to drink no more than 17 during... Okay, no, I'm pretty sure you're past 17. Which means I'm still good to the last drop. How is he fucking alive?
However, the defense has a very good point.
A good point, so what? We are all but travelers on the road of infinite points.
I think he's got his points mixed up with his other points.
You say this photograph was taken ahead of time, and that the statue was moved in order to make match. Very interesting idea, however. There's one point that can't be denied.
Which is?
And there's number 12. That is only a possibility. Men that are trapped by the chains of maybe can never reach their dreams.
Yeah, I'm sure you know all about that, don't you? That's very true! No way, don't fall for that, Your Honor!
Hey, Mr. Damask.
Yes?
If there's no funny business in your actions to start a mask, then there should be no problem when you tell us your strategy. So let's hear it.
Yes, please provide this court with your testimony about your plan to steal the sacred urn. Sacred urn heist. I first received the request from Lordly Taylor about 20 days ago. The urn was placed in a box in Zavari. It was then sent to the warehouse. Witness, I would like you to testify about what Zavari means. Unable to see the urn for myself until the day of the crime. Is that like your jinkies? Is that what it is? Is that... It was an elaborate, valuable, extremely valuable treasure, so I sent my card 10 days beforehand. We got you there. It's not a valuable treasure. Then handled security by myself to ensure that my crime would go smoothly. At last, I held the urn in my hands for the first time at 1 a.m. on October 12th. That's pretty much all stuff we've heard before, isn't it? Yeah, but we'll find the truth hidden in the nuggets of new information he gave. Delicious, delicious nuggets. Witness, you're sure there are no mistakes this time? Jinkies! Very well then, Mr. Wright. You may begin your cross-examination. Just gonna replace it. I'm just going to... Every time he says Zavari from now on, I'm just gonna replace it with different Scooby-Doo catchphrases. Okay, what's her plan? What? Wait, no, I know what her plan is. I know what the thing is. Because the urn was not actually highly valuable.
Wait, where the fuck am I? I'm lost.
What do you mean? What do you mean you're lost? What are you lost about?
I am tired. I am asleep. Okay. If you know it, you can do it. I'm lost. If you know it, go ahead.
Oh wait, it doesn't say that it's not valuable anymore. Dang it,
Wait, okay, calling card?
Calling card? Oh, this?
Calling card today? Can we read it?
To the security at Lordly Taylor, I will be coming to purloin the most priceless work of art on display at your treasured Treasures of Karain exhibit. Take care of the speckled urn, won't you? Yours truly, Master Damask. Okay.
I guess just present the card on anyone. Maybe, I don't know.
Oh, that worked. Mr. Atme, if you really are Master Damask, then you also wrote this calling card, correct? But of course! Is there a problem?
Is there a problem with the calling card?
Allow me to read a passage from the calling card that Master Damask had written. Take good care of the speckled urn. Now the speckled here surely refers to the pink pattern on the sacred urn. Oh. I see. Yes, that's true, but so what? Truth be told, there is no way that Master Damask could have known about this pattern. What do you mean? This pink spotted pattern on the urn is actually nothing more than paint stains. Paint stains? And these stains did not appear until after the urn had been taken to Lordly Taylor.
I'm not finding this joke to be very funny, Mr. Trite.
I find it very funny, in fact. The day the sacred urn was taken to the warehouse, the urn was broken due to human error, or should I say an error-prone human. In case you didn't know, Jukebox Dreamy is an adult creator and filmmaker who people have memed off of for the past year. His weird lines are just so quotable. He's a meme just to sum it all up. Oh, okay. I haven't heard of that guy at all. I thought you were talking about, like, Dream the Minecraft guy. But, yeah. And that's when the pink paint got on the urn. Oh.
You can't be serious.
Yet this calling card clearly mentions the paint pattern. Which means... Detective Atme had seen this urn long before the crime ever took place. In fact, he saw it when the fake photo was taken. And because this photo is a fake, your alibi for the night of the murder no longer holds water. Also, thank you for the hearts, Sky.
I'm having an emoji war with someone.
I still appreciate it. What? Witness, do you have anything to say for yourself? Alright, that did. He's broken. Nick, I think it's still a little early for a victory pose. Huh? Up, number 13.
It's so sad. No one has any conviction these days.
Conviction, you say?
Yesterday, we all decided unanimously this man was Master Mask. And now we're calling him a murderer. You don't think we're being attacked, Pickle?
That's a good point. No way, don't fall for that too, Your Honor.
You say that Luke Atme was the one who killed Kane Bullard? Let me ask you this, why would he do that?
For attention? An excellent point. If Mr. Wright's motive might you my merry murderous motive manifest? Nick, he's getting a second wind. He prepared an alibi and pinned his crime on Rondolite, as you say. He must have had a very strong motive for murder.
The only one with any motive we've seen is Rondolite. Isn't that right, Detective?
Indeed, according to my own research, the boy's motive is clear. Without a motive, it's nearly impossible to prove guilt in a murder case. I wouldn't say that. Okay. Now then, maybe you can enlighten us as to what the defendant's motives were. I'd be honored to, Sir Old-Timer. They're doing everything they can to make Ron look suspicious. Also, you're older than me. Despite our lack of hard information, this may be our only chance. Okay. I, Luke Atme, had no points of contact with the victim whatsoever. Kane Bullard decided to investigate Master Damask and simply mistook who he was. It was Mr. Bullard who wrote the blackmail letter and sent it to Rondolite. And it was again Mr. Bullard who harbored a grudge against Mr. Delight for his betrayal. Mr. Bullard's mistake is quite excusable. The defendant truly believes he is Master Damask, and that is why Mr. Delight saw it fit to kill Kane Bullard. So truly a tragedy. It's kind of within the same category as the Yes King meme. How is it in the same category as that? They seem like very different memes. Anyway, so the victim, Kane Bullard, blackmailed the defendant. Sky? Sky? Sky, can you hear me? Sky? Okay, I can't hear you, so there's a problem. Uh, technical difficulties. Whoops. I don't know what's happening.
Hello?
Oh, there you are. There you are.
Okay. Okay, my mic just freaked out on me, and I can't.
It's okay. The emoji war has claimed Sky. They're buried in a pile of emoticons. Oh no.
I'm fine. Who am I having the war with?
It's okay.
Okay, yeah. This is this is the blackmail letter found in the defendant's apartment. A bunch of handwriting test confirms that Mr. Bullard was indeed the one that wrote the letter.
What? All right, well, Mr. Wright, begin your cross-examination. Okay.
Having the war with.
What? Okay, what? Okay, what do we do here? Guy.
Okay, sorry. Okay, so if it was Ron Bullard or not Ron Bullard, Mr. Bullard who wrote it, why? Can we present the thing to? Can we present the blackmail letter?
Mind if I ask you a few questions, Detective Atme? Well, if it's just a few, I guess it's alright. You said this letter was addressed to Ron Delight. I couldn't help but notice one major contradiction. Contradiction?
I don't know where a walking contradiction like you gets to say things like that!
You're one to talk?
It sounds like these men are made to express themselves with their fists. Dude, this is a courtroom. Why don't you show us what you got there? You've got there, Junior. Oh wait, how old is Godot?
Unknown.
Okay.
Indeed. Time to man up, Mr. Wright. Show us the contradicting evidence in the content of the blackmail letter. It doesn't actually say anything about the person that it's addressed to.
Didn't we get a newspaper clipping? What's in the newspaper clipping?
Yeah, here it is.
Isn't Ron in that?
Yeah. But what does that have to do with this?
Contradiction?
What? Who here has watched the FNAF movie? Well, I haven't. Okay, so...
I feel like it'd probably be the newspaper because he's a guard. I don't know. That's literally the only thing we have.
Okay. Take a look at this newspaper clipping. It contains a picture of the tear of Emanon, the stolen jewel. What about it? Problem is the jewel's color. Color? I'm not much for discussing color myself. Is he colorblind? According to the clipping, the color of the stolen jewel was blue. However, in the blackmail letter, a totally different jewel is mentioned. Oh yeah! I'll take that red diamond you received the other day. Interesting. Red? Which means the red diamond described in the blackmail letter is not the tear of Emanon that Stardamask stole at all!
And your point is, Mr. Trike? So are you trying to say that the blackmail letter was intended for someone else? That is what you're trying to say, right, Trike?
That is what you're trying to say, right, Mr. Wright? Well, that is what you're trying to say, right, Nick? Yes! This is who Kane Bullard was actually blackmailing.
At me.
Naturally, it was you, Detective Atme! Do you have some sort of basis for that claim? You've been involved in every single Stardamask case. In the last case, you recovered what was stolen and received a jewel as your reward.
A jewel?
Probably the one wrapped conspicuously around your finger. You know, the red diamond, like you said before. That red diamond ring! Is the diamond referred to in the letter? Which means that Kane Bullard wrote that letter in order to black... Ah! Order in the courts! Order, I say!
It seems you've gone too far with your childish pranks, Mr. Try. Fuck it, I'm gonna say that every time.
Uh-oh, I don't like the way he said that.
Kane Bullard blackmailing Luke at me? Are you for real?
Yes, I am for real. Nick, come on, stand up to him!
And answer me this. The blackmail letter contains the following passage. If you don't want your identity revealed to the world...
Yes, it certainly does.
Bullard threatened to make Luke Atme's identity public knowledge. An identity he wanted to keep secret. So just what was that identity?
Atme killed Kane Bullard because he was afraid of his secret becoming known. What was the identity he wanted to keep secret? This is what it all comes down to, Nick! The identity that Luke Atme wanted to so desperately keep a secret was his identity as... Mask to Mask?
Wait, no. Remember how Ron kept getting blackmail letters to do
Oh
shit?
my gosh, yes! Yes, he did write the letters! I knew it!
It's in the bottom of the newspaper!
Atme was a blackmailer!
Objection!
Hey now, isn't that a little different from what you've been saying? You said that Kane Bullard was the one blackmailing Luke Atme.
Look, multiple people can be blackmailing different people.
Are you saying that Atme was blackmailing someone else on top of that? Yes.
You have to admit, it does sound a little odd. No, it doesn't. It's not odd. It's the only thing that makes any sense. Kane Bullard was blackmailing Luke Atme, but Ron DeLay was also being blackmailed by a certain someone. So, did you start receiving blackmail letters after this incident? Yes, just a few days after the Tear of Emanon heist. After that, I started getting the plans in the mail. I received plans from some very kind person, incredibly detailed plans. Detailed plans? In which case, that would mean that Ron Delight was actually masked to mask. That is what we're claiming. Someone else came up with the plan that had Mr. Delight steal his targets for him. That someone was none other than Luke Atme. Shh! Silence! Hey, now I see it's all becoming clear. What is? When you were in grade school, you received the same report card every year. Careless with the tendency to jump to conclusions. Am I wrong? What? How did you? Wait, really? Wait! No! Hang on, You say that I, Luke Atme, was blackmailing Ron Delight, in which case I would naturally know all about his relation to Mask. Well, yes. Ron Delight started receiving plans for his second crime onward, correct? Which means I learned of his identity when he commanded... Good point. You certainly couldn't have blackmailed him otherwise. In that case, let's see some... Oh.
In that case, let's see some hot, better evidence. During the first crime... Newspaper.
Where's the news? This one, yeah. I think I see it. See what? When you were in grade school, you received the same report card every year. Gets into lots of mischief trying to be the center of attention. What do you mean? This newspaper clipping has a picture of you and Ron Delight in his guard uniform. We still don't know who is making all this coffee for Godot. I
have a theory.
What is it?
He has a coffee machine right behind his spot.
Oh, it's just an automated coffee machine.
He also has a person outside of frame that tosses it to him when he needs his coffee.
But who's the person?
No one knows.
I'm thinking it's Maggie Bird. I'm guessing that she's just off screen the whole time, just passing him coffee. What? Wait, what? Sorry, what was that?
Maggie, why? I thought you were getting a different job.
Yeah, well, she was getting a different job as a waitress.
Not that kind of waitress.
Has a picture of you and Ron Delight in his guard uniform. It seems that Mask Sergeant Mask didn't just disappear into thin air. He just took off his outfit and hid it in a bucket. That sounds far too stupid to be true. Correct! With full of baby, let alone an ace detective. And that's when you figured it out, Mr. Atme. That's when you learned that under his mask, Mask Sergeant Mask was really Ron Delight. Well, wasn't he supposed to master the mask? Not only that, it looks like he wasn't even an ace detective. I can't believe it. He was just a slimy blackmailer. What a fraud trying to pass himself as an ace detective. ... Also, you can't just have one person for this production rate, even with a machine in the courtroom. Best I've got is that a bailiff just keeps running back and forth in the courtroom's cafe. Maybe. But why are you...
No,
what?
The thing is, the coffee comes from where the judge is sitting.
Oh yeah, that's true. How dare you expose me like that? Wait, so the judge is giving him the coffee?
Oh God.
Well, I mean, I've never blackmailed anyone in my life. I'm a famous and proud ace detective, and also Master Mask. Why can't you understand that?
I don't like that sprite. I don't like that sprite.
I'm afraid you are neither a proud thief nor an ace detective. You're a blackmailer and a murderer. That is your true identity. Why you? How dare you even dare to could ever fall into the that's why all fools I say, none of you can command my duties. The other still so go desecrate me, command. You won't get away with it. enough to make one laugh!
Are we all good? Are we all good? Is everyone dead now?
It would seem that we finally arrived at the real answer. That was quite a performance by Mr. Adme. Honestly, it was quite subdued for breakdowns in this courtroom. Bailiff, please prepare a cell for Mr. Atme and more coffee for Mr. Godot.
Objection.
I'll take that coffee right now. The hammer that strikes
too fast has no time to take aim.
Well, what do you mean? I'm already prepared to deliver my ruling.
Allow me to say one thing. And I will be the one to judge.
That's not how this works, Mr. Godot. You don't get much more in your face than that.
It appears that your claws weren't quite sharp enough, Mr. Strike.
What are you?
It's true, you've proven a lot of things. Things like Luke Atme was a filthy blackmailer. And that he wasn't at Lordly Taylor that night of the murder.
That's right, that's why he's the one who killed Mr. Bull.
But there's still one thing you have yet to prove.
Oh, what's that? That Croak says the hammer that strikes too fast has no time to take aim. You're named for a play where two guys wait for you and you never show up. You're not slow, you're just lazy. It's true.
Just because he wasn't at the warehouse doesn't mean he was at the murder scene.
Damn it, he's right.
Therefore, if you can't prove what this pitiful excuse of a man was at KB security, then I don't see how a verdict can be delivered.
No way! Order in the court. Well, Mr. Wright, this is it. This is the final round. I've got to prove that Mr. Adme was at Mr. Bullard's office on that night. But can you really prove that? That's long.
That's long enough. Mr. Shrike. I want to hear. I'm sorry.
Don't be. It's
okay. I want to hear your answer.
doesn't the security office have security cameras or something? That night, Luke Addy was at KB Security, and the defense
Can't prove it.
Are you sure?
All we have technically is a silhouette from a flashback.
Yeah, that's true. I can't prove it. Just as I thought. But if we hear more of Detective Adme's testimony...
Unfortunately, that's as far as you go. Mr. Try?
What do you mean?
I won't allow for any more testimony, that's what I mean.
What?
Have you forgotten Luke Atme is here after we interrupted his trial? And you have failed to prove that he committed the murder. I think it's time for this witness to return to his own trial and face his guilty verdict as mask to mask.
No. Well now, Mr. Lawyer, it seems that love wins out in the end after all. I am the ace detective, as well as Master to Mask. My verdict will verify that. He's getting nervous, so his high-pitched voice is getting worse. That's why what's going on. Just as Rondelites will verify that he is the true murderer, I declare it will for the force of my base detectiveness. Order in the court! That's enough deliberation over this witness. I can't believe it at this rate, Ron is. Don't give up now, Nick. We still have tomorrow. We can look for more evidence and... By then it'll be too late. Huh? Why?
Double jeopardy. One of the basic rules of any court of law.
Double jeopardy? The defendant be tried and found innocent in court. That defendant cannot be tried again for the same crime. This is a fundamental rule of all courts. It applies to this witness as much as it applies to anyone else.
Mr. Amy will be found guilty in a matter of minutes. Guilty as masked are to mask, which means...
It would be innocent as far as the murder of Kane Bullard is concerned. No way! The fact that you were unable to prove Mr. Adamy's guilt of that crime here means that he will never again be tried as Kane Bullard's murderer. Okay, Okay, we have his mask. Wait, no, we don't have his mask. We have a brooch. Shit. I thought we had his mask. I thought we could, like, have him try on his mask. Okay, this is a thing where the law and Ace Attorney is a bit off. Double jeopardy is a thing, but even if you overlook the loopholes that fit in American law, it's just you can't be charged for the crime. The lawyers don't have to act like everything said in that trial was true. Oh yeah, that's right. That makes sense. There's nothing I can possibly do to win. If Ron is proclaimed to be innocent, the real killer, Luke Atme, will go free. You have cross-examined every statement the witness has made here today. As long as there is no more testimony, I'm afraid I have to declare there will be no further questioning of this witness. Are there any objections? End the cross-examination of Luke Atme.
Objection!
Huh? I think I see it. Your Honor, when you were a child, this is what was on your report card every year. Has poor hearing and often makes mistakes as a result. How did you... Nix, raise your head up high. Have you forgotten what I used to tell you? A lawyer is someone who smiles no matter how bad it gets. That voice, no way! Long time no see, Phoenix. Mia! You just always come in at the last second, don't you? This is the true power of the Karayan channeling technique. I know that it's really Maya who's standing there before me. Right now she's my mentor, Mia Fey. Now, let's do this! But there's nothing more... Mia! That ain't more testimony, I can't cross-examine... Not yet. Testimony's not over yet. What do you mean? Your Honor, just now you said something very interesting. You have cross-examined every statement the witness has made here today. Yes, it's true, but unfortunately, Your Honor, you're forgetting something. Earlier, after that last cross-examination, this witness made a number of remarks. Well now, Sir Lawyer, it seems that love wins out in the end after all. I'm the ace detective as well as Master Mask. My verdict will verify that, just as Ron Delights will verify that he is the murderer. I declare that the full force of my ace detectiveness. Yes, but these comments appear to have no importance whatsoever. Very well, let's prove their importance via cross-examination. At any rate, as long as the witnesses made these remarks, we the defense assert our right to question them. Is that all right with you, prosecutor? Is something the matter, Mr. Godot?
No, Nothing.
Oh, sorry.
You're
Oh,
good.
Sir Lawyer, looks like you're one step too late. If you think such falsehoods will do anything to me, look at...
Let's hear it.
Huh?
It's true that the witness made some remarks. So then let's hear the last bit of the cross-examination.
Mr. Caddell, what are you... Very well then, Mr. Luke Atme. I'm going to allow the defense to cross-examine your earlier remarks. The defense would like to hear why you declared the defendant to be the true murderer. So please, give us one last bit of testimony. Phoenix, this is it. This is our absolute last chance. Yes, Chief. All right. Thanks, Mia. Indeed, it is true that I was not at Lordly Taylor. I had to leave to see about another vitally important job request. I had known about the date beforehand, so I had this photograph readied. My brilliant deduction was what informed me that the true culprit was Rotten Delight. And thanks to the keycard and wallet, it was abundantly clear that he was there. The wallet wasn't there. The wallet and the keycard weren't there. They were at the security office. We got him. Are you still there?
Okay, I'm still here.
Okay. I was able to make a deduction from the buzzer, which only sounded once. Wait. He just said he was at the security office. Never mind, I'm stupid. The button didn't have any fingerprints on it. Why? The victim would have left prints if he sounded it, which means the killer sounded it. Mr. Delight was wearing his Master Mask outfit, which is why he left no prints.
Wait,
What?
how did he know?
Deduction? I guess? I don't know.
No, that line doesn't make sense. Anyway, continue.
In the blackmail letter, the victim likely just mistook the color of the jewel. Jeepers! All the evidence points to that poor boy. This testimony seems to pull up pretty well. Witness's earlier remarks do not appear to have been hastily prepared. All of his points have been explained, and none of them seem to contradict anything. But of course. But how do you know about the emergency buzzer? The police investigation documents went directly through me. I always look over all the documents. It's elementary, Sir Lawyer. Yeah.
Are you gonna make even more trouble for us now, Sir Lawyer?
Yep. I will not allow any of your usual shenanigans, Mr. Wright. Yes, Your Honor. We cannot postpone Luke Adme's trial any longer. This is your last chance. Hang on a second, just one chance?
It seems that the party's about to begin.
Well, Phoenix, there isn't any evidence that contradicts the testimony. So it would seem. What do you mean, so it would seem? Listen, Phoenix, pointing out contradictions doesn't always mean you have to present evidence, does it? At any rate, here's our last chance. If you can't point out a case-breaking contradiction, you lose. That's all there is to it. Cup number 17. Sorry.
Okay, cup number 17, the last cup.
I'm saving on cup number 17.
Okay, I feel like it's the one where he's talking about the outfit. I swear to God. It seems like the time has come to put an end to this trial.
Oh, no, they were there originally. Larry found them there and took them away later to get them back, yeah. I have to find a fatal contradiction in this testimony, and I need to point out without presenting evidence. Which means all I can do is find the contradictory remark and press it. Remember, you only get one chance. Very well then, Mr. Wright. Please begin your final cross-examination.
Oh, it's gotta be the one with the outfit!
Okay.
Because he wasn't in the court when he told us about it! That one! How does he know there's no...
Yeah,
Or am I
exactly.
just dumb?
No, you're not dumb. Mr. Atme, about this last remark.
Objection!
You still don't get it, do you? This isn't the time to be pressing the witness about on every little stick. Bitch, we just pressed one.
I'm afraid you're the one who still doesn't get it, Mr. Godot.
Godot? What? Godot?
Mr. Atme, it seems you finally admitted that you were in the CEO's office on the night of the murder. How can you say that? Let's review your testimony, shall we, Mr. Atme? The button did not have any fingerprints on it. Why? Mr. Delight was wearing his mask-to-mask outfit, is that correct? Indeed, that's what... Indeed, that's what I said. My deductions are absolutely foolproof. Your deductions prove that you're a fool. I'm sorry, what do you mean?
For some reason, I'm starting to get really thirsty. Yeah, have an 18th cup of coffee.
And it's probably because you're looking at me and right next to me. When exactly did we learn the facts that Ron Delight was dressed as mask to mask when he went to the scene of the crime? That was,
It was just a few hours ago. Back when my sixth cup was looking up at me with a cold stare.
Huh? Oh, did I forget to mention it before? I'm sorry, I just never had a chance to mention it up until now. Right. The defendant had yet to tell anyone else this fact before this morning. Therefore, the only people who should have known this are the ones who've been watching this trial. Gah.
I was right.
You were so right. You're very good at this. Do you understand
very
now,
good at
Detective Atme? What?
I am very good at this.
There is no way that you should have known about that. You were in the next courtroom being tried as mask star to mask. So, Nuss, how did you know about that piece of information? Well...
Come on, this detective must have known about it. He probably had plenty of chances to find out beforehand. Also, I just realized, Godot, when he slammed his hand down, it was like he was still holding his cup of coffee, but nothing was there.
Oh my god, that's amazing. And it's those chances that I want to discuss next. That night, Mr. Delight was wearing his mask sergeant mask outfit. There is one and only one way for Detective Atme to have found that out. Only one.
Only one, you say?
Please recall, if you will, Mr. Delight's testimony. When I entered the office, there's a suspicious shadow there. For a second, my client witnessed the real killer.
But Mr. Delight never stalked his attacker. So there's no way to tell whether or not the real killer was Luke Atme.
It's with that statement that I'll turn this case on its head.
Just what are you implying?
Mr. Delight saw the real killer, correct? Now, if you turn that statement around, it stands to reason that the real killer had also seen Ron Delight.
Impossible.
Detective Atme, you saw Mask Star Damask at the murder scene that night! You saw him when you killed Kane Bullard and assaulted Ms. Ron Delight! That was the only way you could have known what Ron was wearing! What's happening right now? Ron, or Luke, are you okay? Take a good look, everyone! Unable to find a rival worthy of my genius, I was forced to create one by myself. Here I am, a clown. That's the same line you gave yesterday. I think there's a little more meaning behind it this time.
Yeah, he's lost it.
Zoink scoop! What an awfully complicated incident. That just sums up this entire franchise. Kane Bullard was blackmailing Luke Atme, who was in turn blackmailing Ron Delight. Upon killing his blackmailer, Luke Atme tried to frame Ron Delight, and then claimed to be guilty as Master Mask in order to escape his true crime. And to that end, he came up with this plan to use the double jeopardy rule when making his alibi. At any rate, it would seem we finally found the truth. Excuse me. I came perilously close to besmirching the record of an innocent young man. Besmirching him with the title of murderer. Don't ignore me! I didn't realize you were there. Why wouldn't he be? About the verdicts. I know, you never committed any murder. That's right, I'm so glad you understand that, but... I really am Master Mask! Huh? So, thanks to that trial yesterday, I'm innocent now, right? What was it you said? Double jeopardy? Now that you mention it.
I've been careless.
Careless? What do you think, Mia? The defendant says the rule of double jeopardy is absolute. A defendant can never be tried twice for a crime in which he was once found innocent. That Star Damask is really innocent? It would seem so. For now. For now. Now then, this court finds the defendant guilty! Confetti! Yeah! We did it! We won! This is really lucky. Wait, this isn't so good after all. You see, the thing is, I am Master Mask after all. Well, that was a trial.
Oh, yeah.
You did it, Phoenix! Thanks, Mia. It's been a long time, hasn't it? Yeah. It's because Maya doesn't call on me much these days. Oh? I'm just joking, Phoenix. Don't take everything so seriously. On the other hand, Maya, she seems kind of torn these days. You mean about becoming the master of the Karain channeling school? Now in America, you can get around this by trying him under state law instead of federal law, but this is Japanifornia, so woo, confetti! Yeah! Becoming the master means saying goodbye to our mother. Misty Faye, right? Watch over her, will you, Phoenix? Of course. Well then, see you around.
Yeah, Maya's her fucking sister. I am not letting her out of my sight.
Yep, not for a while. Mia. Ah!
The moment she's out of our sight, she either gets accused of murder or she gets been out.
Or she gets, well, excited to find out which one it is. Ah, Mr. Wright, I don't know what to say. Congratulations, Mr. Delight. Thank you so much. No, wait. Nothing really matters anymore, though, now that all this has happened. Come on! Just be happy already! You've been cleared of the murder charges and got off Master Mask to boot! But, in exchange, I lost everything. Huh? What do you mean? stealing security information from KB Security, becoming mask to mask. I did it all for one reason. For her. You mean your wife, Desiree? She hates criminals more than anything. Wait, aren't you supposed to take over Phoenix again?
It's fine.
Okay. I mean, she didn't get accused of murder or kidnap this trial. Are we sure this is a case too? I'm worried about what's gonna happen next case.
You can still be Phoenix.
Okay. Come to think of it, she was once held hostage by robbers, wasn't she? She always said how she hated sneaky criminals. I knew that, I knew that, but once I got fired from KB Security and lost all the money I had, she wouldn't have any reason to stay with me. I thought she would leave me for sure. So that's why you became Mask Star to Mask? Yeah, but it's all over now. A broken bowl can never be put back together! That's not true, right, Nick? Right. Really? Can we go back to the way things were? You'll be fine, and Nick can prove it! I can? Kinda wish you would check with me first. Mr. Delight, even if a bowl is broken, there is always a way to put it back together.
The urn.
The sacred urn. Desi was the one who found this. Desiree, your wife. She's always believed in you, Ron. You should be very worried about next case. Very, very worried, because the next case is the scariest thing possible. A cut Justice for All case. Really, they planned to do 5 cases in Justice for All, but had to cut one from the GBA due to cart space, so they moved it to this game. Oh no!
Why is that scary?
Because Justice for All was slightly less good than this game.
Oh.
According to most people. It can't be worse than the circus case, right? Right?
Please.
Right? Right!
Anyway.
Anyway, Desiree, your wife, she's always believed in you, Ron. That's why you'll be fine. You don't have to worry about anything.
Ah, there you are!
Miss Delight!
You did it, Ronnie! You're innocent! I'm so happy!
Thank you. I appreciate that, but, I suppose you don't want anything to do with me, do you? It has a reference to the circus case, but yeah, I think it's usually better liked. Jeez.
Ronnie, why didn't you talk to me about what was going on? I had no idea you quit KB Security. He was fired. I never imagined that you were really Mask Star to Mask either.
Miss Delight, what are you gonna do now that you know? You're not going to really leave him, are you?
Come on, it's obvious, isn't it? How could I ever let a wonderful man like him get away? After all, my bike's really fast. So fast that there's no way he could ever get away. Oh.
But didn't you say that you hated criminals?
Oh, I only hate people who act all cowardly and sneaky.
Do you know, have you talked to your husband ever?
Like that detective.
I see.
My Ronnie went and declared his crimes before he committed them, like a man. I just love a man who's so chivalrous.
He didn't write that one though. Chivalrous?
I knew I was right about you. Every day I spend with you is filled with thrills and excitement.
Desi. Desiree, you really do love Ron, don't you?
Nicky boy.
Yes?
I'm really glad I asked you to defend my Ronnie. Thank you so much. I'll never forget what you've done for us.
Oh, well, take care of yourself.
You too, Nicky boy.
I can feel my face going red. Mr. Nick! Mr. Mike! Congratulations! Oh, hi, Pearl! What the fuck are you doing here? Yes!
No, not again. Oh, no, not again!
Talk about bad timing! Mr. Nick, how could you with another man's wife in front of Mystic Maya? No, you got it wrong. I'll never forgive you, never ever!
I am now just imagining Phoenix on the floor, and his head is spinning. In a circle.
He just got punched in the face. So as they shit, I skipped that, I didn't mean to. Ron said a broken bowl can never be put back together. But I know that's not true. I mean, just look. Here's a perfect example of one that was put back together even better than before. Aw.
Also, Pearls, we gotta talk.
Yeah. Episode 2, The Stolen Turnabout, the end. Well,
Whoa, what the?
finished episode.
No.
No, what do you mean?
I recognize that outfit. I think I know what's coming up. No.
I don't, so I kind of do, but I also mostly don't.
Everyone fucking hates.
This is the one everyone hates?
I think so, yes. Oh my god.
But it has Maya in a waitress outfit. How could that be bad?
I have a bad feeling about this.
I have a good feeling about this.
Also, why does Godot look so fucking handsome in that pose?
It begins.
Okay, what?
No, nothing. It's fine. Yeah, Scott.
The fuck?
Wait, what? Hey, wait, huh? Wait, what? I have no room for misinterpretations of facts. It wasn't me. I swear it wasn't me. The evidence and testimony we've seen and heard is conclusive. The victim was all alone at his table when he drank the poison cup. No, you're wrong! I know what I saw!
Also, Croak said Sky knows more about the game than I expected. Yes, what?
So someone else, a man, he's the real killer!
That better not be us, I swear to fucking god.
Is he doing the fucking Salt Bay thing?
Yes, he is!
Why would anyone believe me?
Also, Persona!
Oh boy. Well, I'll say that pretty
Anyway.
much wraps this case up, wouldn't you, Mr. Wright? This court finds the defendant guilty? What? Okay, hang on. What? This court is adjourned. Wait, what? What?
Can we go back to the part where you said it begins?
Oh, oh, you're simping for Godot. That's what begins. Anyway, okay, well, we'll figure out what the heck is going on with this trial next time. That was interesting. That was very interesting. Yeah, 2 trials completed in 1 stream. I guess so. Yeah, oh jeez. I feel like this trial wrapped up nicely. I'm not sure what's gonna happen in the next one, though.
Yeah, I hope we're not accused of murder.
Yeah, I don't want to be murdered. I don't want to be a murderer or a convicted murderer or just any kind of murderer, really. Just all of the. I don't like murder. But yeah, this case is going to be interesting. Well, we'll see you all next time then. Thank you everyone for watching. Sky, do you have anything else to say before we go?
I think my process of elimination, I know who I was fighting in the emoji board against.
Okay. Who do you deduce it was?
Octawave!
Well, Octawave, are you still here? Are you here to reveal yourself? No, you're not. You're not. Thanks for a wonderful stream. Thank you. Thank you. Well, I don't like. Yeah, I guess I should. It's a bad game if I don't like murder at a stream. But yeah. Thanks for a wonderful stream. Croak says. Well, thank you. And while saying that, I guess I'm Miss Jukebox 8.
And I'm Sky Cloud Lord.
And thank you for a wonderful time.